Hello and welcome back to Digital Assets Daily. Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, wherever you are in your corner of the world. Exciting times, exciting times, exciting times. Wow. It's the time we investors who've been here for years are finally waiting for. It's like wait for 4 or 5 years and it's really not much happening. You know, if you understood the power of XRP, then you've passed up, bull runs just to wait because obviously, the value, the price hasn't quite matched. But man, as a longtime investor and here to see everything happening since back in 2015, the goal for all of the digital currencies, since some of you are new and do not understand, the main focus was 2020. Even though we're a 4-year cycle, as I've always stated, for bull runs, the bull run really begins for the next one in 2021. So people who are a little bit of impatient or a little frustrated, it's still early. And if you're new, it's still early. You should be very excited, actually, if you're new, because you're getting, rock bottom pricing without having to go back years and hold for this time. An unbelievable opportunity for those of you who are just coming in to know that you're not going to hold for a minimum of a year or so before you see gains on your investment. It's just that time. So much news has come out on such a major scale. If you understand what's going on, if you understand what's happening, you understand all the terminology and the definitions of the chosen words that everyone who is in financial industry that they're stating and how they're stating it, it's massive. Okay, again, XRP drives the sustainable growth for Australia's largest exchange and Ripple. The adoption of XRP has been on a constant increase as various companies use and see the technology as a solution to the glitches they face in settling cross-border remittance transactions, keeping lovers and investors ahead and abreast of the progress made by XRP's Silicon Valley-based blockchain firm Ripple, has in a recent statement announced that its native token XRP, which has been a source of liquidity for faster and economical transactions, is helping Australia's largest exchange, BTC markets, to achieve more sustainable growth. XRP has helped drive more sustainable growth for Australia's largest exchange, and Ripple make this known while discussing the achievement BTC markets has made using XRP to settle transactions. And it will be recalled that the BTC market was founded in 2013. However, after adding XRP to its exchange in the year of 2018, it witnessed gigantic growth. Eulogizing XRP as a distinguished digital asset due to the unique use cases it offers, the CEO of BTC Markets, Carolyn Ballard, noted that XRP let companies execute cross-border transactions swiftly and seamlessly. XRP has created business-driven trade volume on our exchange, and Ballard stressed that XRP has helped people overcome the stress and pain usually experienced while executing cross-border payments. And again, I've spoken with a few people who actually do use the remittance standard market before the current, or I should say the new payment system. And they said it actually is very frustrating. It's, for whatever amount that you're sending, say from here to the APAC region, the fees are significant. Say you're spending or you're sending $100 to someone in the APAC region just to help them get by each week. And then your fees are $15 to $20 flat rate as a standard, what people are familiar with and used to paying. I mean, that's a pretty significant hit. That's literally 1/5 of what you're sending. So you can imagine now if you're sending $100 and the fee is less than $1 or even less than a penny, that's pretty significant. You're going to be very excited. So the people that I've spoken with who are used to doing this, they can't wait till all of these are actually fully live and functional, because they stated that the family they're sending those to are going to benefit more from all of their hard work and effort they're doing here because the fees are going to be so much significantly lower. So when you look at that perspective, you get kind of used to being in your own country. It's not a big deal. You run over to your buddy and hand him a check, or you hand him some cash or whatever you need to do for the transaction. But when you're sending it across the world, across the globe, the fees can be pretty noticeably high. So back into the article, she noted that the high fees and long duration required for settling transaction always been a major impediment. XRP is a unique example of an asset with true utility as it proves its value with faster, cheaper cross-border payments, Carolyn mentioned. The CEO mentioned that businesses in Australia are greatly affected by the difficulties they face in settling the cross-border transactions when dealing with their counterpart overseas. She, however, stressed that while people continue to search for an alternative means, XRP salvages all these problems. Using XRP to cut transaction fees and make same-day payments brings real benefits and fixes the problem of the existing system. XRP is a bridge between traditional financial institutions and the new world of fintech. Fintech is financial technology for newer people. Owing to the challenges businesses face, Carolyn said Australia is a potential ground for BTC markets to thrive, commenting on the national blockchain roadmap launched by the Australian government to challenge issues surrounding transaction. Carolyn said traditional institution may need to develop a 5-year plan to batter some of the problems like misconduct in banking and financial services industry, as explained by the Royal Commission in February of 2019. As we get into the next article, XRP shatters crucial macro support as analysts eye serious downside. XRP has continued to severely underperform Bitcoin, forcing it to also see some downside against its USD trading pair despite the bullish market conditions. This weakness has caused the third largest crypto to decline beneath a key last-ditch support level that was bolstering its price level. Analysts are now noting that it could also see a free fall that leads it significantly lower due to the weakness resulting with this dire technical breakdown. And then as we scroll down into the article with XRP, at the time of writing, XRP is trading up marginally against its USD trading pair at its current price of 21.7 cents, down from daily highs of just over 22 cents that were set yesterday. The serious weakness expressed by the token can be seen more clearly while looking towards its BTC trading pair. It is currently down near 6% against Bitcoin, marking a severe underperformance of the benchmark crypto that has forced it to decline beneath that was a previously strong support level. One popular analyst offered a chart elucidating the breakdown between support that its latest decline against BTC has caused for XRP as well as EOS, another major altcoin. And in this article, if you're an XRP investor and you're new to the space, there's constant, it's going up, it's going down, and they're comparing to Bitcoin. And when you're on a market kind of where we're at, knowing that the BTC is actually going to have its halving, typically it's going to climb up to halving, and then it's going to dump, and then the altcoin bull run will begin. So to me, I would say this is not really anything I'm concerned about. As a, contrarian investor, if there's any kind of dip, buy the dip, and then we hold the long for XRP. Again, I think we should start seeing anywhere between, there's so many factors, but I would say anywhere between now and July 1st, I would expect to see some upward movement. If they're going to use it this year as, is needed. The liquidity crisis is beyond reality at this point on a global scale that it's unseen in my lifetime. So I don't see how they could even push it off any further. And the only obstacles that I keep seeing are the leadership, and the two major that I've noticed have coincided with XRP price have been Christine Lagarde and U.S. President Donald Trump. Most of her deadlines and dates have been really accurate, and she states, again from last year, and she's reiterated 2 other times as of 2020, that the Q1 and Q2 of 2020 would be challenging, and that they would begin moving forward in the last half of the year, as stated by Christine Lagarde. And as stated by U.S. President Donald Trump, he has stated that Q1 would be transitional, Q2 Q2 would be, like their adjustment phase. Q3 would begin moving forward. Q4 would be very much progressive, and it would be an exciting Q1. The reason that he's extended over into 2021 gives me, a partial thought that there could be more delays, which as an investor, that's very frustrating. But again, remember, it's on schedule for 2021 to be the next bull run. So be patient. It's only 4 years between each cycle. And obviously it's worth it. But I believe this time, if you've been here for a while, or even just the last 2017 bull run, I believe this will be like never seen before, because again, the last bull run in 2017 was still a speculative bull run. There was no substance to it, not any of the partnerships or any of the use cases that are currently being used at this moment. So I believe this time, once it takes off, it's going to take off like we have no idea. So again, guys, this is not financial advice. It is for entertainment purposes only. And I want to leave you with a final thought. Never lose hope. Tomorrow could be the day that you've been waiting for. Much love to all of you, and I appreciate each and every one of you. We'll catch you in the next one.